You wake up and swing your legs over the side of the bed. You go to stand, but something feels off. Your legs feel heavy, not sore like after a long walk, just weak, like they're not ready to carry you. You pause. Maybe it's age. Maybe it's that new pillow you're not used to. But deep down, you know it's been happening more often lately. Walking up the stairs feels slower. Holding balance feels harder. And sometimes standing too long makes your knees tremble in a way that never used to happen. It's not in your head. And no, you're not imagining it. The strength in your legs is shifting. And here's the real shock. Some of the fruits you've been eating, the ones you thought were keeping you healthy, might be part of the reason. Yes, fruits. The very thing you were told to eat more of. But not all fruits are created equal, especially after 60. Some of them are sky high in sugars that mess with your blood flow. Others strip away minerals you need to keep your legs firm and steady. There are even common fruits that silently weaken your muscles, dehydrating you without you noticing. Now, this isn't about scaring you, it's about freeing you, because once you know which fruits to avoid and which ones actually support your leg strength, you'll feel the difference. Not just in your legs, but in how grounded you feel when you move. And isn't that what we all want? To feel steady again, to trust our steps, to not have to reach for a chair every time we feel a little off balance. Let me walk you through something simple you can start today. First, hydration. Some of those high-sugar fruits actually pull water away from your muscles. If you've been eating things like overly ripe bananas or canned fruits in syrup, it's time to replace them with fresher, water-rich choices like cucumber slices, oranges in moderation, or even berries. They hydrate while supporting muscle recovery. Your legs aren't craving more flavor, they're craving support. Second, timing matters. Eating fruits right before long periods of sitting can spike your blood sugar, then crash it, leaving your legs feeling limp and tired. Instead, try eating small portions of fruits with healthy fats, like apple slices with a bit of almond butter, to stabilize energy and keep your muscles fueled throughout the day. And third, movement right after meals. It doesn't have to be a workout. Just 5 minutes of walking after breakfast helps move nutrients into your leg muscles, preventing stiffness. When you pair the right foods with gentle movement, you stop draining your strength and start restoring it. You don't need to overhaul your whole life. Just make one shift at a time. Your body has been waiting for it. And here's what most people don't talk about. When your legs feel weak, it's not just your muscles talking, it's your entire nervous system, whispering that something's out of rhythm, that maybe you've been feeding your body things that once worked for you, but no longer do. And that's not a failure, that's wisdom. So here's a moment to pause and ask yourself gently, what is my body really asking for today? Because sometimes the body feels heavy, but it's the mind that's carrying the weight. Sometimes it's not your body that's failing you. It's your focus, your clarity, your ability to connect one thought to the next. You walk into the kitchen, open the fridge, and forget what you were looking for. You're telling a story, and suddenly lose the thread. A name you've known for years just floats away, and you pause, feeling that little pinch of frustration, wondering if this is just what getting older looks like. But let me tell you something. You're not broken. You're not slow. You're not losing yourself. What you're experiencing is a form of feedback, not failure. The foods you eat don't just affect your legs, they affect your brain. Some of the same fruits that spike your blood sugar also cause inflammation in the brain, quietly draining your energy, clouding your thoughts, and leaving you in that fog that so many seniors now accept as normal. But it's not normal, and you don't have to live that way. When the brain is inflamed, your legs suffer too. That delay in reaction time, that moment you forgot to lift your foot all the way and nearly tripped, it wasn't just your muscles, it was the connection between your mind and your body falling just a second behind. Here's where you can gently take back control. Start with simple daily rituals that refresh the mind. Word puzzles, not to challenge yourself, but to wake up different parts of your brain. Soft music patterns in the morning, especially instrumental music, can regulate brainwaves and lower anxiety before it starts. And my favorite, breathing with intention. Not just deep breaths, but pausing, placing one hand on your chest and saying in your mind, I am still here. That's not fluff, That's focus. And the more focused your mind becomes, the more responsive your legs will be. Because the body follows the brain. Now think about this. Have you noticed it lately? That mental pause that didn't used to be there. It's okay to say yes. It's okay to be honest about it. In fact, share it. Leave a small story in the comments. Someone out there is carrying the same weight in silence. You could help them feel less alone. And this is where something deeper begins to stir. Because for many people, the mind isn't cloudy because of age. It's cloudy because of grief, or guilt, or too many years of pushing down feelings that never got the light they needed. There's something the brain can't solve, something the heart has been holding for years. There's a kind of weight you carry that no scan or test can see. It's the ache that lives beneath your strongest memories. The silence after someone stops calling, the questions you never got to ask. The moments you look fine on the outside, but inside, something just feels unfinished. Sometimes your legs feel weak because your heart has been carrying too much for too long. You see, your body doesn't just respond to food or sleep, it responds to emotion, to old sorrow, quiet regret, or the echo of something you wish had gone differently. It's not weakness, it's not drama, it's being human. And after 60, the heart doesn't forget, it stores. Maybe you've been holding something in, maybe you stopped talking about it because no one else brought it up. But your body remembers that tightness in your legs after a long day, that deep fatigue that doesn't make sense. Sometimes it's not physical at all, and here's the most healing truth I can share with you today. Your body doesn't just need stronger food, it needs softer moments. So here's what I invite you to try, not as a cure but as a quiet return to yourself. Speak aloud when you're alone. It's not strange, it's healing. Say a name, say a thought. Say something kind to the person you were 10 years ago. She's still listening. Hold a memory in silence, not to cry over it, but to honor it. Sit down, hold your own hands for a second, and breathe with it. No one has to see it, just let it be real for a moment. Or write something you never shared. Not a letter for anyone else, a letter for you. It can be 2 sentences long, but when it's written down, it no longer eats at your strength from the inside. Even one small act of kindness for yourself, like stretching your legs slowly while thinking of someone you loved, can begin to shift the energy inside your body. You see, when your heart starts to feel heard, your legs move differently. You feel more balanced, not just physically, but emotionally. The trembling eases, the hesitation lessens, because you're no longer holding back parts of yourself. And if this moment is making something stir in you, just take a pause. You might want to go back and hear that again. Not because you missed it, but because it mattered. And when the heart feels lighter, you begin to look at your future differently. You start wondering, what can I still shape? What chapter is still waiting for me to write it? What would peace look like if you could design it? Would it be a slower morning with no rush? Would it be being able to walk across the room without grabbing the wall? Or maybe it's just having one good day where your body, mind, and heart feel like they're finally in rhythm again. Let's stop and remind ourselves, you're still the author of this next chapter. Even if the pages before were messy or heavy or silent, the pen is still in your hand. And every small shift you make, in how you move, how you eat, how you think, is shaping what comes next. So let's bring it back to something real. If you want your legs to stay strong, and your days to feel more steady, you don't need a miracle. You need rhythm. Try walking for 5 minutes after each meal, not for exercise, for circulation. Your muscles want to be used. They thrive on movement, especially after food, when your blood is working harder. Those short walks after breakfast and lunch can reduce swelling, improve digestion, and send oxygen straight to the places that feel tired. Next, consider a morning or evening reflection. No pressure, just a few minutes to sit with a thought, something as simple as what felt good today. This rewires your brain away from fear and toward focus, the kind that supports healing, and most importantly, let go of perfection. You don't have to eat perfectly every day. You don't have to do everything right. What your body needs is consistency and care, not strictness and guilt. If you ate one of those bad fruits yesterday, it's okay. The new story begins now, not back then. If you're ready for stronger legs, it's not just about avoiding the wrong fruits. It's about embracing the right patterns. Simpler meals, joyful rhythm, breathing before reacting, pausing before speaking, moving before stiffening. And as you begin to shift your routine, something else happens. You stop just thinking about living longer, and you start thinking about how you want to live, the quality, the calm, the kindness you leave behind. So let me ask you something gentle, something personal. What's one thing you'd want someone to remember about you? Just one thing. It doesn't have to be big. Maybe it's, she always made people laugh, or he never stopped trying. Write it below in the comments. That thought alone could light a fire in someone else's spirit. And let this next thought settle with you. Maybe the most important thing you ever pass on is how you made others feel. Let's pause, right here. Take one breath, slow and soft. Feel the air enter. Feel it leave. You're here, right now. And that matters more than you know, because everything we've talked about, the foods you eat, the thoughts you carry, the feelings that sit quietly inside you, they all come back to this single moment, this breath, this choice, this day. Maybe your legs haven't felt strong lately. Maybe you've been eating fruits that seemed healthy, but were slowly draining your energy. Too much sugar, too little support, not enough balance. But now you know. And knowing isn't just awareness, it's a turning point. You've learned how your body speaks, how it aches when it's overloaded, how it shakes when it's forgotten. You've heard the small voice inside your mind that says, I don't feel like myself anymore. And you've given your heart room to release the quiet heaviness it's held for years. That's not just healing, that's becoming whole again. So here's what I want you to do. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Go to the window and watch the sunlight hit the wall. Let your eyes rest there. Pour yourself a warm cup of tea or water, and really hold it. Let your hands feel the heat. Let your body soften into the moment. Say something gentle to yourself, out loud, something like I am doing better than I think, or my body is learning to trust me again. Smile, even if no one sees it, especially if no one sees it. That smile is a signal to your nervous system. We're safe now. All the advice in the world means nothing, unless it becomes presence. And you just gave yourself that gift. Your body spoke, your mind listened, your heart softened, and now you're here, and still becoming. You're not done, you're just getting started. Now tell me, what's one thing you'll do today, just for you? Leave it in the comments, even if it's small, especially if it's small. And if this video brought you even one moment of calm, like, share and subscribe. Someone out there might need it more than you know. You're not alone on this path, and the strongest step is the next one you take.